going on, y'all? This is Puma. Big shout out to Heritage Hip Hop. It's going down. Big website. Big things in wine.
All right, everybody, coming to you live from Harlem, New York, home of the Renaissance,
right.
Home of black culture,
right.
Home of what it means to be black and proud.
Right.
Harlem is a place of money. Harlem is a place of culture. Harlem is a place where the common man not only can win, but he can achieve and make his mark on the world. And right here, I'm here with an entrepreneur, and I'm here with a legend. You don't think he's a legend? Tune in to Vh1 and tell me you haven't seen this man before. Can you introduce yourself to the people, please?
Just a random guy named Puma. What's going on? How you guys doing, man? What's going on?
First and foremost, congratulations, not only on the success of having your face out, but for having your own business.
Thank you, appreciate that.
One thing that we don't have in our community is enough people who have the courage to go out on their own and produce something of substance.
Right.
So I want to ask you something. How important has art been in your life?
You know, it's so funny. It's like you didn't really understand what art was in your life as a child until as you get older, and then you kind of see it. But you know, I've always been into animation, Japanese animation. I remember my best friend, shout out to my man Cy Ray, when we were younger, we wanted to do a kung fu video game. And I remember we used to sit in church and draw little characters and stuff. And it's like things you did as a kid and you didn't really realize how it can affect your life as you get older, you know?
Well, all I will say is, as a child, cartoons were very important to how we conceptualize our own identities. Because everybody wanted to pretend to take sticks and go hit their friend in the head with a stick and call themselves He-Man or Lion-O or something.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe's making forts and everything.
Right.
But art, besides the cartoons and the comic book, was also in our faces, like when you said when we went to church and things of that nature.
Yeah, also being a kid from the Bronx, you know, it's like something that was so normal to us because I was born in '82. So, you know, I was fortunate enough to be able to see the trains, how they used to be back then. And, you know, it was something that was normal. But then now you see some of those people are like millionaires because of art, you know what I mean? And, you know, you never really paid no attention to the tags on your building. I mean, especially me being a Bronx kid, it's like seeing a Coke 2 piece, you know, and so like to you see it all the time, and now it's like it's a legendary thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you know who Coke 2 is? And it's like, yeah, Spanish dude they used to tag up on the walls all the time, and now it's like the legend.
I like that. I like that. Shout out to Star Wars and Wild Style for putting that out there. Yeah. And I mean, that's why I say important. This is very important for me to interview you, not only because you come from the backdrop of hip hop and art, but as being an artist yourself, you see the importance of your pen and your color game. And that's very, very necessary. So I want to ask you, why did you go into tattooing per se?
Well, I got around the tattoo industry at first to get away from trouble. You know what I mean? I had got like arrested for boosting. You know, everybody knows who. If you're from the hood, you know about boosting, you know how that goes. So I got arrested for that and needed, like, I guess, a place to go chill because my parole officer told me I needed to do something or I was gonna get sent. And I remember my mom and sister got tattooed maybe back a couple weeks before then. They were telling me about this shop. And I went over here thinking I was gonna get a tattoo or something, knowing I was too young to do it. And then the next thing I know, I realized the guy needed help. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot going on, and he had no backup. So I started working. And I also working just to be around people and learn from there.
Now see, that story is very important because in hip hop culture, we've always made something from nothing.
Right.
And that means you're telling me that you took a situation that looks like nothing to the average person and you made a lifestyle from it.
Yeah.
So tell me about your entrepreneurial spirit and how that grafted you into wanting to go get your own.
I mean, I guess I was lucky enough that you know, I was before the social media generation, you know what I mean? So I got to see actual people doing it. You know how like a lot of people can fake it nowadays, but to actually see people living the life, you know what I mean? To see a young dude pushing a Bentley in the Bronx as a kid, that was like motivating, you know what I mean? It's you see people that look like you doing it, and that's something that, you know, you don't realize how important that is, but it is very important to see somebody that looks like you doing something, you know what I mean? And when you see that, you realize you can do it too. That's how all that works.
Now, I like to ask you, I asked about your past influence. Have other tattoo artists made you hit your chin and be like, that's nice. I could do something like, you know.
I mean, there's people on the planet that some people would never see, never know, that are just untouchable, you know what I mean? That are like, you just go and you look at their art and just think you wish you could, but you know that it's impossible, you know what I mean? There's a bunch of people there. I have a friend named Andre Malcolm, you know what I mean? He's from the Bronx, he lives out in Cali now. Dude is like amazing, you know what I mean? To me, he's like the greatest artist ever, you know? But to other people, nobody knows who he is, you know what I mean? And it's like that, it's always like that. With rappers, with producers, you know what I mean? Some people might like DJ Premier, some people like Mike Pharrell, you know what I mean? To each its own.
So, that's a friend of yours. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, that's an influential style of art. What is your art style as compared to his?
I mean, I would say, I don't really have an art style. I'm not really like that. I would say maybe I just like creativity. I was just gonna say like that. That's like my best way of saying it. Like really no style. I like all types of stuff. You can come in here and just see that. There's all types of crap all around, you know what I mean? Everything is different. Like even just art is not even my favorite creative style. Like music.
Yeah.
I wrote a book. You know what I mean? There's like different stuff I like just being creative, you know what I mean? Just never like, don't put a lid on creativity, I feel sometimes, you know?
Well, that's what makes you a legend, even though you don't want to take the tag. See, legendary doesn't mean you're somebody who is high above the norm. A legend is somebody who lives, achieves, and continues on in their legacy. So, for people who think they know of your life, you have a family, and you already established a legacy where you're gonna not only have your name live forever, you have something that your family can take pride in that you're done and are doing, and that's excellent. That's excellent. So, like I said, a legend is somebody who lives in their name, not dies having a name. And the simple fact that you're living and has something that you can continue on your family life with and inspire others to see you and achieve, that makes you a legend. So congratulations.
Thank you. I never thought about it like that.
Hey man, Heritage Hip-Hop is here to build, not to destroy.
All right, thank you.
So, since the show has come out, since the show has come out, how has your mark and your brand taken off?
Yeah, it's like it's one of those gift and curse. Everybody knows your name, you know. But then it's a little bit harder for people to support you because sometimes you have those people in life that don't want you to be bigger than them. They see you as big, but they don't want you to get any bigger. So they'll watch you from afar, but they won't really support it. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. It's how the game works. You know what I mean? It's I guess it's one of those problems that we've had from the beginning of time that kind of mash up with its brains that we just don't understand. Some people vibrate differently and they do get it, but some people still will sit. It's like those people that sit and like, damn, like, you know, they always be angry when they see somebody winning. It's like those people, and it's like, those are the motherfuckers that be the fans though, you know what I mean? But yeah, those are the ones that don't support, and it's kind of hard, you know?
I like how you put that though, because it's a crabs in a barrel mentality.
Yeah, very true.
But when the hell was a barrel ever the situation a crab was ever supposed to be living in?
Right.
God never made us to live like we do, and never made crabs to live in barrels. So it's understood. Yeah, you got to take the hate with the congratulatory type of thing, so you can put people in their place. Also know your brand.
Right.
So let me ask you something, because you have the shop, you have a great team behind you. What is the future of Art to Ink, and where would you like to take it yourself?
You know, make the brand go further, you know what I mean? Take it to like different states. Also do more stuff for my community, you know what I mean? There are a lot of schools over here.
Okay.
And you know, there's a lot of kids out here that could be the next Tommy Hilfiger for all I know, or the next Jay-Z, you know, like, but a lot of times they don't have no place to be creative, you know what I mean? We notice that a lot of our after-school programs are gone, you know, like a lot of stuff. There's no place for a safe haven for a lot of the youth, so to be able to give them that, you know what I mean, to be able to build that, you know, keep my daughter good, you know, That's all that stuff.
God bless the children first and foremost.
Right. You know what I mean? But basically, just to keep the brand up and running, make sure that all my people that are with me are able to feed their families and over.
Well, I would like to introduce you to Jersey culture. Bring you to Jersey sometime. You need to come to North.
You know what? That's someplace I've been thinking about coming out to actually. So it's random.
Oh no, then you need to come out to North. We need to show you some of the fine work that we do in North, and even in Montclair, a little upper class, but Powerhouse Tattoos has a good reputation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But not even about the tattoos. You're an artist.
Yeah.
So like you said, we should never pigeonhole you into the tattoo community. Yeah. You are an artist, which means you can travel around the world and influence anybody anywhere with a pen stroke or brush.
Yeah.
And since
or even just words.
I feel it.
Yeah, so it's like either way, it all flows.
But there was something I want to ask you about your art style. You said you only have a style, you deal off in creativity. Mm-hmm. Have you ever studied art? No?
Education was never really my thing, honestly. I to each its own. Yeah. But it never really was my thing.
I studied
everybody vibrates differently,
Yeah, I studied art, and what you described is called surrealism.
Yeah.
And it's basically not throwing shit on the wall to see what stick. Mm-hmm. It's not having a corrective, distinct brush, but letting your brush blend and make what comes from it, from your soul, the art itself.
Right.
So my friend made an album called Surrealism. Shout out to Baruch Ahmed. And I want to just tell you, I appreciate that about your style, because instead of being a copycat, a shark, or somebody out there trying to hit somebody else, you said you let your soul dictate your work.
Yeah. You just be yourself. Just let whatever happens happen.
And that's why I salute you 100%. Sir, it was an honor coming to your shop. It was an honor even running into you.
Thank you.
I'm sure everybody who watches the page now is going to bring all their friends here, because I got a celebrity on here. You know what I'm saying? But for everybody out there watching Heritage Hip Hop right now, this is my man Puma, and I'd like you to do some shout outs and do your social medias, let everybody know what's up.
No problem, man. Shout out to Art Studios in Harlem, 2295 Untitled Junior Boulevard. 135th and 7th Avenue. Follow the business page, Art Studio, on Instagram and Twitter. And follow the hashtag Art And you can follow me, Puma213, on all platforms. Pretty simple, Puma213. Just holla at me. I talk back.
All right, everybody. So there you go. Shout out to my man Puma. And yo.
Blessings.
You want a nice tattoo, and you want to go down to the Renaissance African American culture?
Right.
Check this man out right here.
Oh yeah, and look out for the book. The book is actually out. It's on Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com, and also down here at Art Studios. It's called Please Understand My Atmosphere, which is the acronym for Puma, Puma. And I'm out here.
All right, y'all. Peace, y'all, from Art to Ink Studio.
Peace. What's going on, guys? This is Puma. I am live from Harlem at Art to Ink Studios. Holla at me, 2295 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard, Harlem. 135th and 7th. Super awesome art gallery, tattoo studio, event space. Word.